Soviets and Soviets of the Red Army, how y'all doing? This is Colin Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, after Tuesday, like I said, we want to bring you another Hollywood replay. Today on Orsha East, Rang, who is fighting and what are they bringing?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have ourselves Alexandre playing as Skijaeger with Vanguard income. And on the right-hand side, we have Shaun playing as 84th Guard Rifle Division with a balanced income.
Indeed. Now, with the Skijaegers, of course, we've gotten to see them a little bit before. Tell me again about what to expect here, because we don't see them that often.
German Light Infantry Division. No skis on the troops, unfortunately. They kind of left them at the base. We got the captured KV-2s, some T-34 captures. Very light on anti-air, but they got some fun airplane options, a lot of good strafing planes. But yeah, they're pretty much more of a later infantry division, so expect smaller troops, but with better veterancy and equipment.
Can we talk about the fact that there's 7 Dushkas being brought on in?
7 Dushkas?
Yes.
In the... Oh god, Jesus. That is some... Is this like the Toyota Wars?
I wish I could tell you. I'm just trying to figure out the idea behind it. Is that just supposed to be, I'm going to shell all of your infantry since I think you're not going to have enough tanks to stop it?
I'm guessing he's going to be using them as just like close-range machine gun infantry support platforms instead of dedicated anti-air, which isn't a terrible idea because they're only 10 points. 10 points for 50 cal. That's not bad. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but it's not too good either. I mean...
Yeah, it's just right. We'll see if it's just right, I guess.
Well, where are they going? No, they're all positioning themselves to the north central... It's such a unique breakout. That's probably the most polite way I can put it. Not entirely sure what he's thinking, but we'll see.
Maybe he's gonna like try to charge him up the hill to get like that northern small village on the tip of the hill. I'm guessing, but I don't know. I'm really curious to see how it will play out.
Yeah, outside of that, I mean, much more steady deployment on the other material here. Down in the southern side, of course, we have ourselves a lot more of that Strelkovy or the Machiki kind of material. But there's an awful, wide amount of infantry to begin with. So, I mean, we have the Visvad UPRs, we have the Machiki, we have guard squads, combat, we have a lot of junk here.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy infantry. We also have the KV-2 being brought in, but it's probably going to take another 10 minutes to get to the front line. Let's roll quite a few T-34s from Alexandre.
True. Now down to the south we have 4 flamethrowers between Machiki as well as the Strelkovy, or 6 if you want to include all the double, flamethrowers and all that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, there's an awful lot of German infantry, and that stuff is quite good, even in the forests here.
And they got Sturmgewehrs.
Yep.
Yeah. They're really not as scary as what's it called? Bloody hell.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you there. We have a Ju-87 coming into the north, and the 7 Dushkas are probably going to take him down. Carpet bombing. Oh my god, this is either going to be amazing or suck.
Goes. He shoots. And
he kills. But he's probably going to die here.
Comes.
Oh my god.
It probably didn't help it the Discums were moving. And they were shooting. That was pretty damn close.
And we have a strafing one to the north too. There's T-34-42 got 86 there. And so did the IG-18. Well, the Soviet gun that took him out.
I don't know what Shaun is doing with his Dushkums. He has them right next to his commander. So they have 2 self-veterancy. Maybe he's using them just like he didn't intend to capture the town, but just wanted to deter anything from coming down the hill. So why not place, 7 Dushkum trucks?
Well, we do have the Dornier's going to get absolutely pounded. And this Ju-87 is going to drop a huge bomb. There we go.
Nice.
Skijaegers? Will the Skijaegers get the kill on that T-34? No.
Oh, reloading the grenade. And that's probably going to be a dead KV-2 very soon.
Which is such a shame, because that thing is so good. Slow, yes, but it's a valuable resource here.
Yeah, it's a really scary anti-tank vehicle, but yeah, T-34 just does a drive-by, gangster style. Jeez.
But down south, it has taken extensive cost here, but there's a couple of rock squads and a T-34 and a Pioneer. Is worth noting, it is still 13-11, yes sir.
Yeah, it's been a very bizarre match so far, and we're not even 4 minutes in.
Certainly true. Certainly true. Part of me almost wants to see what happens if this T-34 is able to get past the infantry to the north. I mean, the 2 guard squads and the Vozvod UPRs in support. I'd like to see what happens if they can get in and among all of that anti-aircraft material.
But yeah, it's only our 227. Gonna be trying to get some gun runs on that T-34, but doesn't line up just correctly. Oh, there we go. He's trying to get the side shot, yeah, but doesn't get the kill.
Well, he's going to sit in perpetual stun as these PTRDs are just going to continually just pound on him.
Yep. Skijaeger's doing a pretty good job holding. And yeah, infantry support gun on the hill helping out Shaun quite a bit with dealing sets of Skijaegers.
In the meantime, 4 squads of Storm Skijaegers and another T-34-85 going after this T-34E. I mean, taking this town back is going to be a rough prospect, but taking out this T-34, maybe not?
Yeah, I mean, the T-34 kills 1 infantry squad, so pretty good in its part. The Storm Skijaeger's going to try and rush in and probably get the grenade off. But this is very good T-34 placement here from Shaun, as it just slows down Alexandre by a bit and retaking that town. Just buys him some time.
True.
No. Even gonna cluster it. Might actually cluster his own T-34, I think. It's very close. Yeah, almost a bit of friendly fire, but fortunately for him, doesn't get the kill on his own dude.
Oof, 2 kills. He's lost 2 valuable ground attack planes.
Yeah.
The Dornier and the Carpet Bomber both go down.
Damn. That is not good. And that dinky 20 mil is probably not going to be enough, I think.
He's got a good amount of damage. He's going to come right back over that firing arc too, I believe. Yep. So, I don't know. I think there's probably going to be a kill. But he's losing out on the time to do it. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Man alive. There's such crazy stuff going on here.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the Stuka doing a bombing run up north, the Duskums is still just hanging about, and in the middle, we've got Storm Skijaegers trying to get possession of the town once again, but Shaun's infantry, they're Soviet, and they're pretty good at holding.
Well, and that's what you kind of expect from them, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it is that can be done. I don't know what that might be.
For Alexandre?
Yes, well right now he's bringing 2 Ju-87s. He's trying to crack that first layer of Soviet infantry. I can see it, but it's not a high percentage success rate here.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a blind... Is it a blind bombing run? I'm going to guess it's pretty blind, but he's pretty much going to hit the mark.
That scream is such a nice little touch to put in there.
Yeah. Here we go, 120 mortar being brought in from Alexandre. Great choice to try and take the town. He just needs some more infantry to try and throw back up onto the hillside.
Problem with him is that a lot of his infantry is being forced into other positions to band-aid these lines. I mean, one thing about this map as well is that there's a good, while there's a lot of open area to allow vehicles to move very quickly from place to place, it also makes rather huge gaps in those lines, and I think Alexandre is struggling to really deal with that.
Yep. You don't have a huge amount of availability in general with Skijaeger. Like, you got a few of those captured tanks here and there, and especially with the infantry. You don't got a lot of infantry compared to the Soviet spam numbers that Shaun has available to him.
Well, it doesn't help when you have a Russian aircraft that can just jump on top of your bombers like...
Yeah.
I don't even know the right term for this.
Yeah, Alexandre definitely took a very risky approach, it seems, so far, not getting any A-phase fighters. Because especially if Skijaegers really have pathetic anti-air, you really want to have some fighters, because he's been losing these ground attack planes. Let's use Yak 9 multi-role bombers, or multi-role aircraft.
Well, and it doesn't help that even the 45mm over here is just shredding his vehicles. Sustained rush from the guards could see another flag fall under their control. And yeah, wow, he just keeps throwing the same thing at this.
Yeah.
At long last, finally an ME-109.
Yeah, there we go. He needed it like 5 minutes ago, but probably gonna. No, that Suka's gonna get out, and there we go. Finally starting to kill some Soviet air power.
Checking this on the Dushkas for a second. The Dushkas are still with 750 rounds, and the 120mm is dropping on his own troops.
It's still, I'm still super curious about this Syscom thing. It's actually been acting as a decent anti-air net, or kind of decent, like 70 point. But yeah, Shaun, if you're watching this, what the reasoning behind this was? I'm guessing it's to like stop anything from coming from the town. Just to the rest and coming down the hill.
Well, that was a weird decision. An SPW with a Panzerbücher, with Scharfschützen as well, just drove right into the middle of the Soviet lines and was kind of like, "Eat me!"
I want to die. Existence is pain.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Me6. Now we have Ju-87s desperate to stop. Oh, not able to get there in time. I thought they were maybe going to get there just in the nick of time. But no. Leaving this infantry column coming in with a task of fighting uphill and into forests. And without those skis, I don't know what kind of real bonus they might have here.
Yeah, really lose a lot of style points not having them nearby. But yeah, it's going pretty well for Shaun so far, considering he didn't have that E-phase income advantage. He has managed to bleed Alexandre down by quite a bit, considering that. And now we're getting into B and C phase. Shaun is going to have the income advantage.
Well, I think it was very much assisted by, and I hate to put it so bluntly, but rather mismanagement of the air assets from the Skijaeger. Like, you are not gifted with many weapons in your arsenal. You have to be very, very efficient with your cards.
Yep. And the Skijaeger, you really want to try to keep all that air power alive, because that's really your bread and butter for the most part in terms of dishing damage to the enemy, especially once you get into B and C phase, where Shaun can start ripping out those IS-2 tanks. Or oh no, he's playing 26. I keep thinking he was playing 84th. I apologise for that. That's a bit of a mess up on my part. But yeah, even then, they got like KV-85s and IS-1.
You know, this is an absolutely ridiculous idea, but can you drop smoke on anti-air to prevent it from firing into the air?
I think that works.
It's not something I ever really think to do, but just out of curiosity, I don't know.
I think that would definitely work, honestly. It makes logical sense.
Well, there was a rather brave scout plane that kind of came in to drop off an artillery barrage, and then he absolutely got crushed by the ZSU behind the lines. Small surprise since there's still that 30mm on it. Excuse me, 37 mil. Ooh, and the Cherno Pidjaki, whatever, Niki. No idea what that means, and honestly, I feel like we see it so rarely, I don't even remember what that is.
Yeah, very new infantry in it. It was added to a few Soviet divisions. They're pretty much like Ersatztruppen. It's the Soviet Ersatz.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So another Dornier 217 got called in, yes, sir?
Yeah, I believe they're like Soviet troops or Soviet troops or civilians who were captured from liberated areas, but they were deemed as collaborators. So to redeem themselves, they were forced to put into frontline service in a sense. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's roughly the gig with the channel. Pizza and Niki's.
Judging by the weapons loadout, yeah, would not be surprised by that.
Yeah, it's just pretty basic Soviet rifle squad.
And I think we have, I'm not going to say a major bombing attack here, but I think Alexandre is desperate to find anything to keep Shaun at arm's length. I think he's really struggling here.
Yeah, his infantry has not been doing all that great in holding against the Soviets. And he doesn't really have much fire support nearby to really help out. It's just been, I mean, he has the airplanes flying around, but in terms of on-ground fire support, there hasn't really been any machine gun teams or tanks nearby to help blow stuff up.
No, that's the Russians thing, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So now Shanrospem is coming down to the south. Yep, we're going to see constant help beacons just kind of placed on there too, until he can get that mortar back online.
Yeah, and you've got all the Skijaegers trying to clear the forest.
Well, he's forcing fallbacks.
Mm-hmm. Too bad. Skijaegers now being bought, and that's definitely going to help out much more compared to the regular Skijaeger counterparts. Yeah, we got infantry. Yeah, Shaun's got a pretty good hold in this forest. I think all the Chernos coming in. There's just so much stuff that you have to deal with.
True, very true. The north, I think, is pretty much lost. I think he just has to, put a band-aid on that and just push, I would say, really to take this summit here in the middle.
Yeah, he hasn't done too great. Shaun has a real good, stranglehold in that barracks area. So yeah, really Alexandre's best bet is center and probably down south a bit.
Also worth noting, we have mortar shells coming towards the anti-aircraft pool, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fascinated to know just how effective these things are going to be. We will watch your barrage with great interest.
Speaking of barrage, off-map barrage in the center has been going on for a day and a half.
Well, part of that's helped by the fact they brought in 2 recon planes, one after the other, and I don't know if maybe one is exactly the same. I'm not sure.
I think he has 2 different recon, 2 different off-map artillery planes.
Okay, dude, that was surprisingly mild damage there. I was really thinking there's going to be much more going on.
Oh, there we go.
Figures.
One.
Too busy turning the camera, and that's when a kill happens. That's how it always goes. But mortars are going to be looking for the 120 mil, and unfortunately, the 120 mil, as we know, 6,000 range with the 3,000. He's just a teensy bit too close there.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to hurt. When they see him, it's going to hurt. Down to the south, the Stug is desperately falling back as an IL-2 makes strafing runs at it. I think the ME-109 is going to get that kill. No, not immediately anyway.
Mm-hmm. He's going to have to come round for round 2. But yeah, that Stug took anti-tank fire like a champ. Messerschmitt comes in.
That was a good kill.
Yeah.
Up to the north in the meantime, Shaun is playing this really rather well. He has lost some infantry here and there, but I feel like this guard comes in, even with one shot, he might be able to take it out from the rear.
Yeah, he definitely can. That T-34's been really beaten around the bush so far. Well, the Skijaeger's going to be able to just deter him from moving up.
Never mind, that one last shot, that one opportunity, and he blew it.
He blew it. He blew it.
Down south, Skijaeger. So we have this really weird dichotomy. Usually it's the other way around, where we have crazy infantry firepower against Ersatztruppen. And now we have the Sturmjägers against the Soviet Ersatztruppen.
Yeah, and Jesus Christ, that is a lot of Soviet Ersatztruppen. That's just... I know you're very card efficient, but I didn't realize they can be as card efficient. I think you only get one, I think maybe 26 might get 2 cards of Yam, but nonetheless, that's a lot of, that's just a lot of troops, Jesus Christ.
Quantity has a quality all its own.
Yeah.
And yes, this Dushka over here is going to start exchanging fire with the SDKFZ 10-4s. And I can't help but feel the 82 mils. Yeah, the 82 mils are going to just shred it.
And the southern push, I mean, that's just a goddamn rule of mossing the guns, essentially. And the Sturmskis are just getting pounded as they just charge up the road into machine gun fire.
Well, the 300-meter range is just killing them right now. Almost literally. Is that, yeah. Hankel's coming on in. So this could be something to kind of reverse that. Okay. Well, that makes it easier.
Yeah, it came in a little bit too late, yo, because a lot of his stuff is pinned down.
True. True.
Yeah, I think Alexandre's kind of fallen into the problem that happens a lot with Skijaeger, or just Skijaeger division in general. Is that, yeah, infantry's cool, and you got veterancy on them, and yeah, you got STGs. But goddamn, when it comes to infantry fight, guys, it's just about quantity. It's just about just having more, just regular rifle squads over your enemy most of the time. And we're seeing that's working very well for sure.
Yes, it is. Now, KV-1's being brought on in. IS-1 Komrotis. We have the commander on the field from Shaun. In fact, he's been on the field for quite a bit of time now.
Been commanding his Dushkum unit platoon. That's really it.
Dornier getting slapped around a bit by the surviving anti-air. I don't know. I think as the match has gone on, Alexandre has been more and more, is the term knee-jerk? More and more reactionary with his air power.
Yeah, I mean, that Heinkel is definitely a good example. Oh god, all my guys are getting blown up, or all my guys are getting shot up down south. We need to blow up that forest. And now he's artillery in it, which is good. That's where he needed a derailleur, just drop some arty on it, so his infantry can actually get in close. Because up close, his Sturmskijaegers have a pretty good chance.
Yes.
To kill stuff. But now there's a KV running there. There's a CSU nearby. It's still a lot of Chernos. He's gonna need a little bit more firepower. Preferably like some Stugs. He really could use some Stugs.
Well, the thing is that honestly, had he stuck a couple of Skijaeger squads up front, that'd have been as good as bringing in all those Skijaegers. You bring in the mortar gets pounded by the Andreyusha, and there goes one of the capable assets he had left.
Yeah. That mortar is... I mean, didn't lose the supply truck at least, so that's good for him, but you really need some more artillery on the field. And he got pretty good artillery with Skijaegers. He got like some light field guns, like mountain-based weaponry, like with Fedfatchek and SD-44, which have radios on them so you can get accurate fire. Like a very rare for to take.
Now this is interesting. KV-1 going down to the front lines here. Not as big a fan of this, because you know the enemy infantry has Panzerfaust, anti-tank grenades, and I think we're going to see that evidence pretty damn quickly.
I'm always so happy to see KV-1 tanks.
Sure.
Such a, it's an old school Soviet design, you know, boxy, thick armor layout.
True. I thought the word we were going to go for was venerable, but yes, very true.
Yeah, hold up a Panzer division by itself, you know.
Yes, and back when the Panzer Division was just formed of P2s and P3s.
Yeah.
You know, P3 was a astonishingly good tank for its time. What a shame it really never got a chance to really spread its wings.
Yeah, I mean, the Chieftain said this. He's another tank YouTuber. Yeah, so the Panzer III is probably the best tank design of the early war.
True.
Like, it was just very solid all around.
Very true. IS-1 Komoroti to the north. I mean, the guard squads have been pushed back a little bit. You can see it's a 14-10 as opposed to a 15-9 or anything like that. Unfortunately, there's no kind of consistent victory happening here from Alexander.
Yeah, Shaun just has too much stuff on the field. Yeah, Alexander just does not have enough firepower to try and move it.
Very true.
Yeah, those guard squads, Chernos, everything. It's too much stuff, too much fluff to try to punch through.
Well, at this point, too, we are seeing that with the economy difference, Alexander is just going to get outproduced.
Yeah, and probably at this point with Skijaeger, you do not have good attrition in terms of cards, so he's probably just running out of tanks and infantry at this point.
I'm kind of fascinated to see as many ZSUs as we have.
Yeah.
But I guess when all is said and done, that is the anti-air network that we maybe didn't need or didn't expect, but what was needed.
Yes, I mean, with Skijaeger being a lot of your Stuka planes and ground attack planes, having a lot of AA will definitely help out. And honestly, Shaun's been doing a really good job so far in trying to neuter Alexander air network.
Neuter, that's a good way to put it. Now, unfortunately for the Germans in the north, that KV-1 survived all of those bombs being dropped on it, and oh jeez, and another carpet bomber goes down. And when I wasn't looking, the entire southern flank just collapsed.
Oh yeah, Jesus, those guards just have a free reign all the way to the town. That is unprecedented.
You know,
going for the home run.
I'm waiting for one guy to go and just try to seal off that reinforcement point. It's not going to happen.
That's not something you see all that often in SD2.
Well, considering how wide these maps are, he's not going to do it.
It's shut off. It's shut off.
It is?
Yeah, it's shut off. You see, it's like a different color.
Oh, okay. Wow. That is...
I think... Oh, it's back on now. I had to run job, Shaun.
Yeah, but you know what happened? He forced those 3 units, those 2 Skijaeger squads and a T-34-85, to get brought in from the center. Excuse me, 42 rather.
Yeah.
But you put it from the center, that still wastes a good another 20 or 30 seconds there, so...
Yeah, this is... Yes, I think it's pretty clear to say that Shaun has taken the victory.
Certainly a dominant performance. Now we are going to see Andreyusha from the south launching at this SDKFZ-72 anti-air platform. This guy's been here for quite a bit of time. He's getting a little bit lower on his ammunition. So if he goes down, that's a shame. Oof, a direct hit. That was unexpected. I didn't expect it to actually kill it outright.
I know, right? Rocket artillery is usually a pretty not direct art form.
You're lucky if you get in the same zip code.
Yep.
Ugh. But we are going to see a couple of German squads out here to pinch off this last little guard intrusion. Unfortunately, you can't charge those kinds of squads. They're too well rounded. Like, I really wish I could complain about them.
Their life.
Exactly. like a blocking detachment for sure.
Oh. Jeez, yeah, they're doing a really good job of just holding.
Well, the Skijaeger Pioneers are not getting close enough to actually use the MP40s.
Mm-hmm.
And that's losing an awful lot of firepower.
Yeah. Yeah. I really wish, yeah, I don't know, they kind of buff the range of SMGs just by like 20 or 50 meters or so. Because Skijaegers, they're very much an SMG focused division with like the Skijaeger Pioneers and like some of the other troops, for example. And it's so hard in SC2, and this also applies to Soviets who have Machikis and tank destinated keys. It's so hard to get within 100 meters in SC2. Extremely difficult, and even if you do have SMG scrotch, flamethrowers and satchel charge is just going to beat you out at that range.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Yeah, so I kind of wish I'd buff them by just a little bit. The grills are going to be grilling, but not for long, as the match now over.
Indeed. Now looking KD is a little bit more, I'm not going to say even, but it could definitely have been much more so.
Yep, like a 1200, 1200 difference. And kills...
Well, there was that off-map Lotte from the German side that had pretty good efficiency overall.
Oh yeah.
You know,
lots
actually,
of kills.
One thing I'm noticing here is that there are very few anti-tank guns from the German side. One.
Oh yeah. They didn't really have like many Pak 40s or stuff.
I see one dead Pak 38.
Mm-hmm.
Or 36, whatever it is. I'm sorry, but that's it. Nothing else got kills. I mean, part of me is really kind of wondering. I know the 36 is a little bit underpowered by comparison.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens if that is, let's say, more active? If there's more of them, that is.
Definitely would have a better chance. Killing the tanks. To be fair, during like early stages of the match, it wasn't really Shaun's tanks that were a problem. It was just the amount of infantry.
That is also true. So, word to the wise, I guess, going into the next time, if you're going to play Skijaeger, do two things. One, preserve your air assets, and two, I don't know, bring in more artillery?
Yeah, he definitely could have used more RT. He just needed more fire support to support the actual Jaegers to begin with, because a lot of the time they're just fighting by themselves and against the, the Soviet rave tactics, of that you play most of the time with the guard spam and Cherno spam and all of that. You really need to have some fire support on your side to even the odds out, so to speak.
True, and if nothing else, at least slow down the wave until the tide can ebb back that direction.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, that last replay was from the first.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, folks, as we mentioned on Tuesday, that replay that we saw on Tuesday and today as well was from an official SD2 tournament put together by Eugen. So we want to finally doff our hats a little bit to Eugen for getting going on the community interaction. Hopefully, we're going to see more of that kind of material the next several weeks. I know people have sent me a couple of replays in the last few days. Hopefully, we might be able to feature your guys' work. But for the time being, Ryan, any final thoughts for our players out there?
There's an Orsha East and there's an Orsha West. Why is there not an Orsha North and an Orsha South?
Well, why is there not an Orsha Central?
That is Orsha North.
But there's no Orsha Central.
East and Orsha North.
Uh-huh.
Is there an Orsha... There is no Orsha West. And there is no Orsha South.
And I want to say it's just because the rest of the campaign just swept past Orsha that quickly?
Yeah, I'm guessing so, because the Soviets came in from, like, the north and the east. And they probably just thought, yeah, okay, it does make a lot of sense, actually. They don't really fight behind the town that you already captured, because the Germans already fled.
Strategically retreated, please.
Yeah, and they kept doing that for another year.
Touche. But alright, folks, of course, as always, if you like what you see, please feel free to let us know. But I guess until next time, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru, take it easy.